So, what kind of man was Boaz before he got married? He was ruthless. You are watching the Halachgoy channel of YouTube. I'm a Halachgoy, and you can be one too. We are going over the 324 biblical prophecies that prove Jesus is the Messiah. Prophecy number 17. To come before Judah lost identity. This prophecy is found in Genesis chapter 49, verse 10. The scepter will not depart from Judah, nor the ruler's staff from between his feet, until he comes to whom it belongs, and the obedience of the nations is his. The fulfillment of this prophecy is found in the Gospel of John, chapter 11, verses 47 to 52. Then the chief priests and the Pharisees called a meeting of the Sanhedrin. "What are we accomplishing?" they asked. "Here is this man performing miraculous signs. If we let him go on like this, everyone will believe in him, and then the Romans will come and take away both our place and our nations." Then one of them, named Caiaphas, who was high priest that year, spoke up. "You know nothing at all. You do not realize that it is better for you that one man die for the people than the whole nation perish." He did not say this on his own, but as high priest that year he prophesied that Jesus would die for the Jewish nation, and not only for that nation, but also for the scattered children of God, to bring them together and make them one. Back to Genesis chapter 49. The scepter will not depart from Judah, nor the ruler's staff from between his feet, until he comes to whom it belongs, and the obedience of the nations is his. One might think that Caiaphas is holding on to this promise, that he has the ruler's staff. We all know the story that Rome is going to come in and destroy them. He's trying to hold off the eventual destruction by Rome. It's not likely that Caiaphas was holding off on behalf of the scepter of Judah, because Caiaphas would not have been of the tribe of Judah. He was not a ruler that would have been holding on to that blessing. That blessing was held on by the tribe of Judah. According to the prophecy, as it is explained by the Hope of Israel Baptist Mission, this was happening before Judah lost its identity. And I know that the Baptist missionaries will often make a big deal out of Jesus living and dying just prior, a generation or so prior to the destruction of the temple, and a couple generations prior to the destruction of the nation, or the area of Israel by the Romans. There is a commonly held belief among Christians that the Jewish people lost their records at that time, their genealogical tables, that they would know who was descended from who. I'm sure that some disruption occurred. However, for the most part, those genealogical tables were held by the families themselves. They were not held at a central spot. Therefore, Judah never lost identity. The people of Judah know who they are. Some of the other tribes that are referred to as the lost tribes, they kind of lost their identity along the way. But Judah pretty much is, that's where we get the name Jew from, is that they're from the tribe of Judah. And so they never lost their identity. Many people at the time of Jesus and throughout history and continuing to this day can identify clearly if they are of the, not only the tribe of Judah, but of the lineage of David. Those people do know their records. The families kept track of who they were throughout the centuries and throughout the millennia. Likewise, the Kohen, the priestly group, the group that Caiaphas was part of, also has maintained their awareness of who they are throughout the ages. In other words, the prophecy that the Messiah must come before Judah loses its identity is not a prophecy that's ever had any application, either at the time of Jesus or any time since then, or even today. So I'm not exactly sure what it is that the Hope of Israel Baptist Mission is hoping to accomplish by this prophecy. It just simply doesn't fit anything. Well, thank you very much, and I hope to see you next time. Our homework will be Genesis chapter 49, verse 10. To him shall the obedience of the people be. Thank you.